Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. I'm here to do a monthly reading for Libras. Any placement of Libra, welcome. This is for January 2024. Let's get a few oracle cards. And I did hurt my hand, so sorry it's distracting, but it is what it is. Preening, attend to your own needs, Libra. Yeah, attending to you, what you need physically, mentally, whatever it is you need, whatever you feel you need to get through the last part of December here and take care of January too. If you're curious about the year 2024, I've done a Libra all months reading, so it's up already. I posted it a few weeks ago, and you could check that out if you want. It gives you a month by month look. You have Cancerian energy here with the red-winged blackbird. This is new surprises and understandings. And let's see what else we have. Overall general messages for Libra and the collective. Check out your weekly reading. Also, Libra, I just did a mid-December reading for you. Libras have lots of readings. Okay. Energy healing. This is card 21. This is about being, again, it's sort of like that, taking care of your own self, because this is very much a color of like heart healing. And for me, it's actually also connected to like personal development or sort of like a restart. But this is holistic well-being too. It could be thriving. Everything's okay with this card 22. And then you have 444. Now, Libra, these numbers keep coming up in readings for you, 444 and eights and even sevens. So this is about knowing that you have support. It's okay to take a little break, it seems. You're getting some kind of guidance, and I feel as though some of you actually do feel that. Let's see what else. You may be cleaning out. I'm also getting sort of a purification energy, sort of sorting through things maybe that don't belong. Maybe you're decluttering or something like that, but I do feel as though it is sort of like something maybe is just closing out. Maybe you had a little bit of healing left to do, and now you're ready to take on 2024. At least you will be by the new year, right? So let's get into tarot though and see what we have. Messages for the greatest, highest good of you, Libra. And if you're a cross watcher or you like to look at your other placements, I also did annual readings for 2024 for all zodiac signs. And check and see if yours is out yet. Libra's is out, but check and see if your other placements are out. I'll finish those by about the new year. Let's see, Libra, death, transformation. Yeah, I just finished saying, this does kind of feel to me, Libra, that it's like, when it came up in your annual reading for January, the remnants, you clean, like sifting through some last bit of healing that needs to be done or clearing out. All right. So I get a very much a purification energy with this. The world. I love this. So you have death and the world. So this is all about cycles. You are definitely closing something out that you are ready to be done with. You're done with it. Maybe you're just going to now do some energy healing from it or something, but it's over, it seems. And then there's this world card, which is everything you want. So it's sort of like on this other side of whatever this is. It's even Scorpio energy. So on the other side of what this is comes everything you're hoping for. It's like sort of like I feel like you're feeling whole again, kind of feeling whole again. Yeah, there were maybe some. I am getting this for some of you. It's a small, almost. It's like something maybe that for some of you, it's very obvious what you're doing. You're moving. Some of you are flat out moving. Okay. Some of you are starting something new job, whatever. Some of you are, you've worked so hard this year in 2023 and probably even years before this, but to just heal, to get yourself back, figure out what it is you like, and you've devoted some time to yourself. And if you haven't, you're getting the message today that it's a good idea if you can do it. And I feel like, 10 minutes a day even is all it takes. Find something that brings you joy, helps you feel grounded. 10 minutes and start with that. And anyway, for some of you though, it's also, I was getting the word sort of microcosmic. And what that means for me is it's like one small adjustment can lead to something big. So it's almost like you're so close. And I think some of you can feel you're so close. And then it's tied though to this ending, Libra. Okay. It's tied to this closing out. in order for something new to start. It's almost like it's like necessary cleansing or necessary that necessary closing the door or something. Okay, so there could be a little bit of like guilt attached to that, to wanting to close something out. Um, but this is getting like a not like a higher perspective, or seeing something from a different perspective. Okay, so in order to see the bigger picture, in order to see that you do have maybe more support than you realized. I'm getting something about a hidden message here. I just heard Daniela, by the way. Um, I'm getting, I just heard something like, like taking the world by surprise instead of like taking the world by storm. Some of what you do, you're going to be surprised. There's also, I feel like for some of you, it may feel too good to be true. Something that's this whole like sort of depth of the death in the world, they're connected, so we'll keep them linked. But this, let me see what this is about. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're going to need to decide if you're willing to let something or someone back in. All right. That's very clear. Queen of Swords here, in the Pentacles, so earth sign energy. It's about your resources, about your time, your love, and also knowing that you have maybe another hidden resource even, or a source of support that you didn't realize. But with the Queen of Swords here, Libra energy, Cancer, I'm sorry, and then so all air signs too, and then the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again. This is, I feel like, I feel as though there is something else that needs to be cut loose, or you're going to be tempted. This, but either now when you're seeing this reading or in January, but I feel as though it could definitely be someone from the past. It could be someone you had a loving relationship with at one time. It doesn't have to be romantic. Six of Swords, you've moved on. Yeah, you're what, and you go from the 5 to the 6. It's like feeling left out in the cold, and then, yep, realizing you've got to make this change in order to have the life you want. And again, so the Queen of Swords, very good communicator, very clear. It might, whatever this is that comes in Libra, it might give you a little bit of pause. It could even be an old employer or something, or an old neighbor or something, or an old friend knocking on your door again via text or email, whatever. And it's like, well, they tell me, get this, the Hierophant. Okay. Now, the Queen of Swords cuts everything loose that doesn't belong. They're not afraid to do that. They do it. They're very decisive energy. But you'll see in this Queen of Wands, this is a very contemplative energy. So I feel as though for a second, something that's in your past here, Libra, it's behind you here, could try to resurface. And it was at one time, it was something or someone you did think there was hope for, like you had some love for it. This person could come in and use some guilt on you. Again, it could be a past job trial you had, or something, just you thought you'd love it and then you didn't. You might be asked to think about that opportunity again, or that person, or that time period, in order to fully move on. Does that make sense? It's like you have to face it one last time almost. You might be tested in some way. All right. But either way, we have that Six of Wands, that very, you're past it, you're moving on. You're for sure moving on. This is not, I don't, and with the Hierophant here, you'll notice their balls in the air too, right? They're contemplating too. That's not really like the Hierophant. Usually the Hierophant's like, you listen to me, or, it's like that teacher, that mentor, that wise counselor. It's things being done in a very traditional way. And maybe you're actually willing and ready to go about things in a non-traditional way here. This is Taurus energy. For those of you who want to know, I just heard Violet and Linda. And beaches. The movie, the name, beach, going to beaches, I'm not sure. But there's also something about, okay, so I'm hearing messages, and then I have to, sometimes they're given to me in like such a such an interesting metaphor that I have to actually kind of decipher it a little bit. That's what's happening right now. Um, there's something about someone could make you feel their old views could be they could be trying to make you feel bad because they have like this old view of something or they're stuck in their ways. And I feel as though they're going to almost try to highlight your weaknesses or something, or they're going to try to maybe play on your emotions or guilt or something. I don't like that energy for you, Libra. For us, I'm a Libra too, but I really think that you have already started out on your mission, or it's like you've already put so much energy into something in the details that, and I'm actually tearing up a little bit because I feel as though some of you still have some emotions maybe to clear out as far as this goes, even though you've done so much healing. Mercury retrograde here, holidays, we're missing people, things, it's an emotional time of year for people. And it can sometimes be very just a hard time of year for lots of people. And there's something though about it might try to come back. Okay, something or even a dream you have might kind of reveal something to you that you wake up and you're like, no, that's not how I would react to that, or something. It's going to be so many different things. Again, these are general readings. Use your discretion. Please read the disclaimer. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. But I feel as though you've learned from your mistakes and you're ready to move forward. Any mistakes you had, I'm not saying you did, but if you did, this is about moving forward and closing out. You're closing out a cycle. You're starting a new cycle. Something comes full circle. So this has come full circle. Whatever this is, it's full circle now. All right. And sometimes, so there are many layers of this. I'm seeing lots of layers involved with this. And I'm feeling that you're seeing and feeling your power and your inner strength and your determination very strong right now. And this is like, being proud of where you stand and how strong you stand right now, and let it carry you forward. Okay. Let that bring you forward here, Libra. And surrender to drama. You keep getting, or the all signs, this keeps showing up in my readings. Surrender the drama. So no matter how emotionally charged the situation is, how much they might try to, whoever or whatever this is, might try to play on your mind or make you feel bad, we do that to ourselves. So this may not even involve another person. This could actually be your old thoughts, your old messages about yourself. Maybe you're overtired, you're feeling stressed this time of year extra possibly. And so that's when sort of the anxiety and the old thoughts of the past and the old guilt or whatever it is, might make you start trying to make you feel bad because you're already like working really hard to keep it all together for the holiday season for Mercury retrograde here. And so I'm just getting this like, don't torment yourself. Do what you have to do to stay balanced. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles in this card. Do what you need to do to maintain your own stability. It's imperative, okay? And the Two of Pentacles, even though it's earth sign energy, they're always, they're on water. So, either it'll raise, it'll lower, like the waves come and go. But remember that's it's temporary. This too shall pass. I just did a reading recently about that. And also remember that you're still the star of your story, no matter what happens. And you can choose. You can choose more in life than we realize. We have a little more choice than we realize, such as like being able to choose what we're going to let into our energetic space, into our being. And so it is connected to water. So I feel as though this is sort of, it runs deep. Whatever it is, it had a big impact on you. And I'm not saying that's definitely coming back. I'm saying that there's just a little bit of, for some of you, yes, someone will try to come back, or a boss, or just an old friend, or something from the past. But for others of you, there's just something from the past coming back around this time of year. And it came up in another reading I did for you because something significant about this time of year, birthday, anniversary, death, something about this time of year, or just flat out missing people. You don't even have to have someone have died this time of year, right? To feel the sort of, yes, it can sometimes feel very magical, but it can also feel just overall intense. and stressful, extra stress. We're given lots of extra part-time jobs this time of year. And so maybe you're having to deal with that, but keep yourself strong. Make sure you're carving out that time, Libra, for the self-care. Okay. And surrender. Yeah. To surrender to the drama was this card. So this is about just staying centered. Okay. It'll help resolve the issue more quickly. It'll just help things pass, move along quicker and easier. Um, because I'm curious here, if this does have to do with love, let's see. What if this is like a love situation? It can be romantic. We'll see what's in the cards. Okay, Four of Wands. So for some of you, you have a new home coming in. Because when I do love readings, it's not just about romantic love, it's self-love, number one. Sure, romance could be family, friend love, something that you love, not a someone. So you have the 1111 card and the Seven of Wands. Okay, stand your ground, do not back down. There is something here about you tried something already, it was not worth the effort. It was no longer worth it. It was soul sucking or something, whatever it was, potentially for some of you. You'll know if this is your reading. If it is, great. If it's not, well, maybe next time. But Seven of Wands here, that's, the one where in one of the decks I have, which one? I can't remember. It's like maybe Modern Witch Tarot. The person's standing there and they're wearing boots, I think in a mini skirt, and they're just so tough and resilient and like not backing down. I love that. That's when I say like wear your big girl boots or your big boy boots or whatever, wear your they boots. Just wear your boots, okay? Because things are real. Things are getting real and you will not be distracted from this path. You won't be. I could see it. And you've got the 1111. That's, you've got divine support here. Lean into that. And so it is a four, and you have more fours. So you have a lot of fours. So far we have, well, 4, and then 4. So you have 4 fours again. And this has happened before recently, I think. So if it is, yeah, something, some of you are building a new home right now, or a new home for yourself and that sort of thing, or a new career. You've achieved something and you're taking those next steps. I see that even though there may be a little bit of resistance in some other area of your life, whether it involves a person or not, there's an adjustment period here. And I do feel that you're going to work hard not to let anything rock you right now. You're too busy rocking your own world to let something else rock you off balance. Okay. What else do we have? A Three of Wands, right? So this is about, I feel as though you're no longer waiting. And I've been saying this I say this about the Three of Wands. I've been saying this for quite some time about the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands, interestingly enough, Three of Wands isn't about, in the traditional tarot where they're sitting and they're kind of just waiting. Actually, I have a card right here, the Three of Wands. Let me just get that out. You'll see, they're just kind of waiting on the dock. And a lot of the times people do say, well, he's waiting for his ships to come in. And I've said that myself. Sometimes I'll get an energy like that off the card, but lately, at least, especially lately, I've been getting this person, I see them stepping off and into that and going, they've chosen their wand. And remember, wands have to do with action, right? Inspiration, going for it. That's fiery energy, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? And they're going for it. There's growth. They've seen some they've seen some growth, enough growth so that they can say, you know what? I'm going. This person, look at this green on the left side where the heart is. They've healed what they need to. They're through it. They're past it. So what I see happening is this person has chartered this boat or whatever, and they're about to get on. They're boarding. Okay, so it's like you're ready for this transition. Look at that, right next to another transition card. You're already moving forward. There's been some momentum. I do want to point something out. On the bottom of both decks, I just saw the Hierophants. So I have 3 tarot decks here, one for love, one is more traditional. It's called the Wiser Tarot. It's a bit more inclusive, I guess you'd say. And then the Lamucci one that I use. So you have the Hierophant 3 times, Libra. Now, this is some big Taurus energy, but remember, it's the energy. It's not just the sign. Some of you do have Taurus in your chart, but this is this is so much tied into your spirituality. Okay, it is. It's your spirituality. Does something fit for you? You're being asked to look at your own values. You don't have to go along with others, right? You don't have to. And it's your time to speak. This is like the listen up card. Like, I'm going to talk now. You had your chance. I'm going to speak now. And I was getting that in another reading recently too, where it's like, shh, nope, hold on a minute. And it might have been that mid-December reading I just did for you. So that would make sense. But the Four of Wands, marriage card, Hierophant has to do with marriage card, or has to do with like the commitment possibly. Some of you, this means that you have actually achieved something either academically, spiritually, you've come to some new realization, revelation, or you're actually getting married or a new home or something. But there's something tied into that, okay? Um, this is something about your determination has paid off. If someone tries to meddle in your affairs, in your business or whatever, somebody trying to meddle. Yeah, you're too solid for that. You're not gonna let anybody rock you. Look at, because I mean, you've got, like I said, you have another Hierophant here. Somebody could be trying to say something or draw attention, as I said, to um, either mistakes you made or flaws of some kind or whatever. We're not going to let that happen. The Taurus energy here with this Hierophant, it's a very grounded energy. All right, it's a grounded energy, and especially with this Nine of Pentacles, that's independent. That's being able to do it on your own. Remember, it's the person in the garden here with the bird and the grapes. They've grown those grapes themselves. They're independent. They're efficient. They know what to do with their time and resources in general. So this is, they've done something very difficult in growing those grapes, because you know what? Grapes are very picky, if we're going to personify them. They're picky over how they need a specific environment in order to grow. And I feel as though maybe you have not had that specific environment. Here's the traditional Nine of Pentacles, Libra. Maybe you have not had access to that stability in your home life or your work situation or whatever, or even just within your own skin. And now I feel like you can move on to that. You're moving on for sure. That's what I see here. Let me get, I want to get you another card. There's something about, I just heard talk to the universe. Oh, look at that. Ooh, Libra. Passion ignited, desire. Yeah, stepping into what feels good for you. That is very much that Three of Swords or Three of Wands that you had, moving forward. You've chosen your wand. You've chosen what gives you passion. You're responding to those opportunities. You're creating new ones. You're supporting your soul is what you're doing. You're supporting your soul's work. All right. So very much about creating what you desire. This is really awesome, Libra. Let's get fortune cookie card here. I'm going to get some money specific cards and ones that have to do with, what's going on. Ooh, change. Yep. Okay. Well, we know that because we had the death card in the world. So this could be a change of residence, career, job, partner, outlook, so this could be just, again, it's like knowing that change is coming and creating what you want as a result of this change. So let me get some money cards or fortune. It can sometimes even have to do with love. It all depends on what we get here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Shedding. Who did you not just have this in your mid-December reading? Or the all signs reading I did for this week? I keep saying that. I'm so sorry, but we keep getting the same cards repeatedly. And I'm shuffling decks. I'm doing other readings in between. I'm switching decks. Like, I'm not understanding how this can keep coming up. But that, again, it's like two reminders with this card. What I see is you're outgrowing something. The snakes shed their skin. They can become a bigger snake. They can't do that if they stay in the same skin. Like with a plant, it'll only get so big in that one pot. Once you move it, its roots can spread out, and the electricity of the energy, it's awesome, and it can grow so tall and big. So, but if you're not going to put it in a bigger pot, you need to prune off. You need to get, and I'm not a gardener or whatever, or horticulturalist or whatever it is, but it's like pruning in simple terms, a simple little metaphor. It's pruning so that new blossoms can form in maybe different areas that leads to overall better health and growth. Okay. So this could be something that's happening. Again, you're weeding out what does not belong. Okay. That's what you're doing here. And this is also, it's just setting higher goals and standards And this can also indicate working with medicine or healing in some way. So I do know that a lot of you are energy healers, light workers, etc. And you know, thank you for that work that you're, your positivity that you're creating. Um, the other thing I wanted to say about snake is that's always a caution for me, to make sure you're not revealing your plans before you've actually implemented them, making sure you're keeping some stuff private. All right. I know sometimes, and this is a big stereotype, but a lot of astrology sometimes is when we talk about someone just as their sun sign, which I'm about to do. Sometimes Libras are very just so transparent. We just say everything. We're honest. We just say it. And sometimes we need to be, maybe a little more reserved as far as what we're doing in all of our business, so that other people can't come in and put their opinion on it or whatever it is. I keep getting Pisces energy here. That's, a very intuitive energy, a very deep emotional sort of energy. So I just keep getting Pisces. I don't know if it's Pisces season, or if you're close to the Pisces, or if you have Pisces in your chart. But and then I'm just getting that in the past, you've just been bored with the way things are, possibly. I am getting some of you this like sort of almost King of Cups energy too. That could be why I'm picking up on Pisces, because it's water energy. But it's like getting help when you need to. That's not a sign of a flaw or weakness or anything. Okay. And just another thing, ignore gossip, right? Ignore it. And I just heard something about, he could throw a tantrum, or they could throw a tantrum, or she could throw a tantrum. Somebody could throw a tantrum. Who cares? Let them go do that, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be that mean. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like, if they're doing that as a tactic or a strategy, or this is somebody maybe I'm picking up on from your past that has done this or made threats or whatever, it's like, you're so done with that. I mean, I almost have to laugh. You're like, okay, yeah, now I see it for what it is, So there's that. For entrepreneurs out there, I have recruiting and specials. So this could have to do with how you can make your place, your business, what you're doing stand out a little more. What kinds of promotions could make sense to you? When would you run them? What would your target audience be? Who would they be? um, Compare, do a little trial where you try this special or promotion, you try that, and then you check to see which one people were most attracted to, and you can plan accordingly then. But this is also about things like using some sort of tools to recruit. This can be also surveying your customers to get more clients. This can be finding who you connect with, that's also qualified at what they do. So, and thinking about which forums you're going to use too, which social media platforms, or even unconventional places where you're going to get this sort of interest going. It says by this Kevin Ryan quote, "I heavily overinvest in recruiting. I have an understanding with certain search firms that if you can find someone great, don't wait until there's a job opening. Send them to me." So I feel as though, don't wait for a job opening. Go to it. Like, connect with a company, even if they're not hiring. For some of you, maybe I'm picking up on you've done that. And for others of you, it's if you're considering hiring some help, there's a big focus on that right now. So, we have something else coming out. We have peace, 28. So yeah, this is okay. So with this too, it's about connections here, about, again, what aligns with you. And again, you have clearing energy, balanced, and a journey. So we're getting repetitive messages now as far as the overall message. All right. I want to get you more, these gold cards. You have trapped, feeling stuck in your situation, but knowing that you do have options. And this could have been you feeling stuck, but now you're getting more this hope, and that this is still too also looking for a job while you're still working. Or, as I just said, for some of you, I am getting this. I'm also getting Aries energy, but I'm getting like, apply to places, inquire to places, at a company or a place that you want to work at, even if they're not hiring. If you want to work at this coffee shop or whatever, go in, become somewhat of a regular. And then when they're hiring, they kind of already feel familiar with you. That's a very, basic example, or it could be, you know, what it could be a bunch of different things for different people. I won't waste your time with me trying to think of more examples, but you're not truly stuck. Begin look, and then you have success. So just like when we had this, death card and then the world, and then you have transformation with the snake, lots of transformation, but the path you're on will bring success. Okay. Whatever you've ignited here will bring success. You just have to keep going, keep going. There's lots of little steps along the way, right? This Six of Swords, it's in its little tiny boat. It's a slow journey, but it's worth it. It's worth the journey. You are on track, Libra. You're on track. You've come so far, and I'm here to tell you, you are on track. You can do this. All right. There's some sort of great match coming in for you. Your current situation might just be a means to an end. Okay. This is about, realizing that obstacles are not necessarily what they seem to. You can definitely get around them. You just have to carefully plan for it and decide that you're worth better. You're worth better. All right. And I do feel some of you, something that's been hidden could come to light. Okay. You could find out about a new job opportunity, other options. You could also find out that someone has a crush on you. And someone also, as I said, there could be some sort of unexpected help or support. I want to get you an African Goddess Rising card. Today we have card 18. This is Jumbi. It's about masks. Okay. It's about masks. This is element of air, which makes sense because this is good that you're an air sign. So this is about you being willing to remove any mask you might be wearing and to take down the masks others are wearing and seeing things clearly for who and what they are. Show your true self, okay? Because when we wear a mask, we're basically saying, like, it's almost like not appreciating who we are to our fullest, like our true selves. We're not giving that a chance to come out. So if you're wearing a mask, dare to reveal yourself here. All right. So it can be exhausting too to have to always fake it, so just be you, be true, be you. So where there could be a lie around you too, something again that's hidden. Where could it be? Who could it be? I'm not trying to make you feel, paranoid, but I feel as though this is just, I'm confirming something for some of you that you already know about. There's a little birdie here that maybe isn't who or what they say they are, a situation maybe that just feels a little off. Inquire about that. Go a little deeper with that, okay? And then remember, whatever people are putting out, or what you're putting out, it's a reflection of what's going on internally. So if people criticize you, that's a reflection of them. But anyway, so Jumbi is it's like it's connected to the Caribbean culture, so maybe that you have that as well. But yeah, just making sure that when people try to project things onto us, that is exactly what it is. It's a projection of themselves. All right. So believing in yourself. If you have a question regarding timing, I just took a card, flipped the deck, and I have within the next few weeks. So something big could come in the next few weeks. Okay. And I just saw a no need to worry card as well for some of you. Let's get an animal oracle. We'll close out the reading. And I do wish you all very happy holidays, happy new year. I just saw 3344 on the clock. So we had 4 4s here, and we had that Hierophant 3 times. So that's amazing. Wolverine, Libra, card 12, integration. This is about, again, you keep getting that word journey. So this is about you being on an important journey of healing and discovery. You've been on this journey, not rushing the process, taking in the magic of each moment. And if you still have something you need to heal, you're working on that. It looks and feels like anyway. And so you also have, 2 cards want to come out. Gaia, about completion and create. So you're bringing something into fruition here, because here you basically have the world again. You have Earth at least. So this is about taking your ideas that you've been thinking about and allow that passion to be ignited, right? This is trusting in divine timing too, that what you want and what you because like remember I talked about pruning. We have to prune things back maybe for new things to bloom, and that's very much what this card is. And it is, again, I mentioned illumination, and this is what we're being shown here, illumination. And this is about the world being at your fingertips. Remember I said I feel like you're taking the world by storm or something, but it was like taking the world by surprise. So this is definitely an ending. It could be to a karmic cycle, and it's so that you can unlock a new beginning for expansion, your own growth. That is exactly what I said at the beginning of the reading. You're closing something out for good. Like that is done so that you can move on. Even if maybe you're not quite aware of, oh, I guess that was still bothering me, or oh, I guess I did still have that kind of, negative thinking now and then, or so, it's like it's like moving past that so that you can fully access your awesomeness. All right. If you enjoy these readings, please consider subscribing, liking, commenting. I appreciate it. Then I know what I should make more of, what kind of readings I should do for you. All right. 888 Libra, you keep getting 888. A sign of abundance. You'll have great success coming your way. And I saw 33 before, and here it is now. A sign of blessings, Libra. Your angels bring you love, peace, and illumination. There's the word again, illumination. Your path is being illuminated. All right, so that you can make the most of everything, but it's whatever we do, we always have to go within, it seems, first, right, in order to have that sort of positive change on the outside. So with three Hierophants, you have 555 is change. So you have a lot of repetitive numbers. Look out for those maybe, and maybe look up what those mean, um, from a spiritual sense, if that's your thing. And just again, sort of with the Hierophant, it's like if you've been in some sort of like where we feel things have just kind of stopped, stagnant. This is about how can you connect more to your spirituality in order to get the outcome you want, and get some answers. And this is also about again, things may be coming through as expected. Trusting your inner vision, okay, and trust that whatever obstacles you have that you've overcome are going to add to your spiritual strength. All right. And that's going to make that much more possible. The initial W, such as Wanda, could mean something, or Wallace. All right. So, all right. I feel like that's where we're going to leave it, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this reading and wish you all the very best.